All right, today we are back in another EM1 99 Honda Civic Si, one of the most beloved enthusiast cars of the 90s and 2000s. This example is painted in Electron Blue Pearl, and it has 115,000 miles on it. It makes 160 horsepower from its B16A2 dual overhead cam inline 4-cylinder. Redline is 8,000 RPM. We have air conditioning, which will rob most of our power. That's okay, it's a toasty one today. Maybe we'll roll a little bit with the windows down. We're gonna do a drive route. We're out here with Sunny from the VTEC YouTube channel and Daniel from the Moccasin Driver YouTube channel. Looking around this interior, it's very bare bones, very basic. Nothing really that would make you think that this is the Civic Si. All that excitement factors on the outside. We have a normal Civic steering wheel from the era. The seats don't really look that special. This 91 Si that's next to us almost looks like it has a set of Recaros in it or something, but these just look like normal Honda Civic seats. Good amount of space in the back. Nothing special going on with a shift knob or anything like that. Shifter feels like it has a little bit shorter of a throw. Otherwise, you don't really know that you're in anything special until you look at the gauge cluster and you see that 8,000 RPM redline and SI between the fuel level and your coolant temperature gauge. The only other giveaway is that spoiler in the rear view mirror, an iconic piece of the 99 Civic Si. Just a basic single DIN radio here with a CD player, and then you've got a bit of a storage cubby down here. This Si is definitely a driver spec, not nearly as clean as the, I believe it was a 4,000 or 5,000 mile Civic Si that we drove from Honda's historic collection a couple years ago during the Woodward Dream Cruise. So this has seen some use. The paint's not perfect, the exterior has some flaws, but that's okay. I'm still really excited to get back behind the wheel of one of these EM1s. We have a sunroof, great big visors with mirrors, cruise control over here with a resume and set, very similar buttons to what my S2000 has. Sunroof controls, mirror controls, all electronically adjustable, manually adjustable seats. Good driving position. We've got backrest adjustment, butt cushion height, and as is usually the case with older Hondas, the interior is worn incredibly well, even for having 115,000 miles. A couple scratches around here on the plastics, but otherwise this looks very, very nice and very fresh. A little bit of wear here with the cloth, with the fabric. I love cloth interiors from the 90s and 2000s. One of the first things you notice when driving a car from this era is just the visibility. You can see so well around you, in front of you, to your side. There's so much glass and window real estate here. You really can get a panoramic view of what's going around the vehicle just by looking around. You're not relying on cameras for anything like you have to with modern safety standards in new cars. Incredibly easy to drive. The shifter is smooth. Honestly, this drives great. It feels pretty factory fresh on first impressions. Below VTEC, to just drive around normally, this feels like your regular Honda Civic. And then past $6,000 or so, all hell breaks loose. This B16 is incredibly smooth, minimal vibrations. It even doesn't mind being lugged along in 5th gear at about 2,000 RPM. My S2000, on the other hand, feels like it doesn't really like to exist below $3,000. These cars were so easy to drive. Ride quality is great, comfortable. A little bit safer than some of the competition. Honda always had more of a focus on safety in all of their cars. I think my two favorite things about this SI are the rear wing, seeing that in the rear view mirror, and this gauge cluster. just looking at that 8,000 RPM tack makes you want to rev this thing out. We're gonna hit some good driving roads here in a little bit. Somebody's got to get gas in the 91 SI, and then we'll be off. Only 111 pound-feet of torque here, but only 2,600 pounds. Surprisingly, the new SI has only really gained a couple hundred pounds over this, which is pretty impressive. I believe the new SI is still under 3,000 pounds, which is just fantastic. It hasn't doubled in weight like so many other cars have. I love the shifting experience here. It's so easy to rev match. Because the red line is pretty high, the gears feel a little bit longer than you would expect. Clutch is really easy to operate, nice and light, good amount of feel. Just fantastic. Such a fluid, easy driving experience. Even the 91 SI has some legs. Perfectly quiet over this bumpy section of road. Great NVH tuning here from Honda back in the day. And I just love this shifter. It's the perfect length for a throw. Definitely not as loud and raw and raucous as the Integra Type R that we drove this time last year. But still a lot of fun and really satisfying to drive. All of your inputs just feel fantastic. This car feels so light and nimble and flickable. The fact that it's not on a super grippy modern tire compound helps too. I think it makes this feel a little bit more of a period correct driving experience. .160 horsepower still goes a long way when you only weigh 2,600 pounds. Also, no rev hang here. This B16A2 is so responsive. Honda really had it figured out with these high-revving, naturally aspirated dual overhead cam inline fours. They are just so fun. So much personality here. Of course, you can wake these engines up with some exhaust work. Everything here is stock. Brand new, these were just shy of $18,000, kind of the mid-17s. Today, they're worth as much as 50 to 60 grand for a really good low mileage example. Ratios are just perfectly set up for that VTEC changeover to engage into the next gear. Just before 6,000 RPM, VTEC kicks in, and you can not only feel but hear that engagement. Fifth gear is a little bit of an overdrive, sitting at about 3,300 RPM at 60 miles per hour. Ride quality, excellent. Let's see what it feels like over this bump. Unfazed. I can see why these EM1 Civic SIs have really gone up in value in recent years. Not only for the nostalgia factor, because so many people, I would think so many people my age grew up with these cars, but also just the driving experience. You're getting so much here for what was such an affordable car in the early 2000s. They look cool, they're reliable. There aren't a lot of great examples left still. Just because people drove these cars, they used them. And it's great to get behind the wheel of this one and kind of compare it to the few thousand mile example that we drove a couple years ago from the Honda Historic Collection. It feels exactly the same. It feels just as good with another 110,000 miles on it or so. If anything, it feels a little bit better because the steering wheel is cocked 30 degrees to the left for some reason. Alright guys, that's going to wrap up our drive on the 99 Civic Si, the EM1. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video. It's been a pleasure to get back behind the wheel of one of these. Always a great driving experience, and again, I'm sure this will bring back a whole lot more nostalgia from viewers, but yeah, just really impressed at how fun and exciting and engaging this is to drive, while also just being a nice car still some 26 years later. Thanks for watching, guys. That's going to be a wrap. We'll see you in the next video. Stay tuned for videos on the other two Civic SIs that we brought with us today. I feel like so many parts of this car are just so iconic, from these 15-inch wheels to the aerodynamic mirror design and the rear wing. All of it is just very representative of the era, and of course with Fast and Furious coming out around this time, only adding to that mystique and that fun factor with a vehicle like this. If anything, the more reserved interior in a car like this kind of adds to the charm. It's subtle, but it doesn't really scream in your face or try to be anything that it isn't. Tons of trunk space, as always. Civic under the spoiler right there. Just a tiny little baby chrome exhaust tip down there. I remember how raspy these would be when people would put great big glass pack mufflers on them. Good times in high school.
That's what this car was.
Yeah.
This is the high schooler Civic.
It really is. It's so good to drive though. It's so much fun.
It is. No, this is, I think, my favorite Honda Civic SI.
Yeah.
Just does everything right. It has the noise, it has the looks. I mean, the spoiler, the color. Like,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah. No, this is the spec right
This
here.
is the spec. This
Yep.
color, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted one of these in high school.
Absolutely. Yeah, we all did.
But by the time I was in high school, your generation had all ruined them.
That's right, pretty much. Yeah. I personally can't take responsibility, but I apologize.
Yeah. That was all 90s cars for my generation.
Yep, that's right. No, so I was just saying, like, so many things on this car are just iconic, from the color, from the kind of aerodynamic mirrors, the 15-inch wheels, and especially the rear spoiler. And
Rear spoiler, and honestly, this car, I think, it like gave birth to Honda. Like, that was kind of the first flavor of the modern Honda formula, in my opinion. But this was it.
yeah,
They perfected their golden era, 90s, 2000s sort of Civic formula.
they really did. Also, the 8th gen Civic SI
8th gen,
was
yes.
fantastic, but it did weird things with the interior. They kind of got a little bit funky.
It wasn't as classically beautiful and perfect
Yes.
as this.
Yeah.
This is like the Goldilocks of Civics. Everyone can find something to like about this car.
It's the perfect blend between old and new.
Exactly.
Still really good to drive, very visceral and engaging.
Late 90s, early 2000s. That's
Yep.
when every manufacturers did it right.
Sure.
Like 1999, 2000. That was it.
Yep.
Yep.
Cool. Well, we're going to go drive some more, but those will be separate videos. Go check out Sonny's channel at MTech. And thanks to the Great Lakes Vintage Honda Collection for providing these vehicles for us today. Go check them out on Instagram. I'll put a link in the description. Cool. See you guys later.